Hello everyone. Today we're doing something a bit different, slightly easier. Yeah, I thought to paint this one. As you can clearly see, it's not shiny, which means it's sanded. So that is true. I've wet sanded it and I used the wax grease remove all the dirt, and these are the leftover stickers. It's all masked. I don't care about this because at the end of the day my aim is going to be basically downwards. So as long as the seal over here is protected, everything else should be fine. So removed the tail lights, basically removed all the lights over here and everything, waxed and ready, and now it's time to shoot light coat of paint just so that we'll have a base to work on. Then after that we'll start building up on it. There you go. This is a misty color. That's it. So you still can see through and you still can see some areas that are still light. That is absolutely fine. I'm trying to build a surface that I can paint on top. But so far we're doing okay. Let's hope we continue doing okay. That way we can proceed with another thicker coat and that will darken it up. Then after that we apply the clear. Not bad. And this is base number 2. And you can clearly see it's in far much better. Covered most of the areas. Now we can see that we've got a tiny ding over here, which I'm not going to fix. I'll leave it. It's beautiful. This is just the base. I haven't applied clear, and yet you still see some shine. But then again, to be fair, the sun is already out. But I like it. We didn't have any run. Now pretty much the same thing. We'll wait for 5 minutes, then misty clear coat applied. Once it sits for a bit, then we start thickening it all up and apply a couple more clears. And there you have it. We painted it with the base, we painted it with the clear, we let it sit for 24 hours and we unmasked it. All in all, shiny, beautiful, and it works perfect. The imperfection, remember the ding? I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna mess with it. The rest, all in all, it could use a bit of a polish to bring it up to par, but beside that, it's just perfect. Now it's time to assemble and put some stuff back. I wanted to show you something. This is one of the plates light, and yep, you can see I've installed a reverse camera. It was actually pretty easy. I drilled just this plastic piece in order to allow it to get in, and as it got in I managed to secure it inside. So it is secured, it is mounted, and once it's installed it's going to sit right over here. So it's almost OEM. Now initially I wanted to put it here, but this space I don't have access to it from the back, which basically means I won't be able to tie the knot from the back. So this is what goes. It's time to assemble things back and hopefully we'll be able to close it. Alright, we connected it. So all things are there, and this is the wire that goes to the camera. It is connected over here. The original wire itself is going through this and coming out properly. So we got everything sorted. And this one is I think this is the one that goes to the reverse. So if you connect this one to the reverse light, whenever you basically hit the reverse, this activates it, the camera switches on. But the original wire itself, there it is. That's the rest of it through here and connected. So at least from our end, it's gonna look OEM. Now that brings us to the second part. This is the original tail light that we have. This is the original one with all the clips, with pretty much everything that comes with it. This is the one that I bought off Marketplace, and you can clearly tell the difference. Personally, I like this one far much more. But if you look at the back, see how it looks with all the bulbs and everything. Over here at the back, you don't have this plastic piece that this connects to, but that doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna remove it from over here and hook it up over there and see how it sits.
A few moments later.
Look how it sits. Perfect. I actually like it. Now, if you can't imagine it, see? Old versus new. Actually, let's just play the exact same location. There you go. See the difference? it would have been looked like this, but now it's clear. I love it. I love it. Now, on a separate note, there you go. So the camera wire is coming over here. I zip tied it over here, so at least now we got it. So you see, these red and black, they need to go into green and black, because this light, the one at the top, is the reverse. So you just connect black for black and red with green and you're good to go. I'm not going to do it now, but at least I routed it up professionally, so at least once it's done, it's going to be connected over here, and this is extra and the rest is going to be closed. Anyways, this is a story for another time. Time to put the cover over here. So, installation wise, install the seal, the rubber seal that sits over here. Once you do that, you'll be able to basically put the plastic cover. Once you put the plastic cover, clip it into place. Then you can put this one with the screw, then put the lid or the cover, and now it works. There you go. Locked properly. You want to release it. It releases, and it looks gorgeous. Let's see if we can close this one. Ooh, nice. It's dirty, but I like it. Now it's locked properly, so you can't open it. You just need to unlock it from the inside. Inside, unlock, commence, and there you go. See? Already opened. And if you're wondering, yes, I changed the shocks. I actually changed those. These are stronger ones. The only piece left I haven't installed is the one that sits over here, because it's still silver. So I need to paint it, and I need to connect it to this one for the nozzle, and after that it should be okay. That's the floor. I'm liking it. Man, this is sexy. Let's install the last remaining coilover. I've only done one side, and I'll show you how you're going to do this one quickly. But have a look. So not only did we do it, we've done it and we've painted this area. So this is a rust removal in some areas, or rust prevention, basically paint. And over here, this is basically the bed liner. And bam, it looks beautiful. There you go. There you go. You can clearly see that the tie rod end is removed, simply because it's, I've seen better days. It's destroyed. That's why we decided to remove it, because we need to replace it, or at least that's the plan. Plus, if you look over here, you'll see the boot is basically not doing so good. Now, we'll talk about that later when we get the order. But for now, let's see, what do we need to do? So first things first, the tie rod, you need to remove it because it's connect this to that. You need to remove it, okay? Number two, you need to remove the upper control arm. And you can clearly see that I've got it loose over here, simply because in a future videos, I will be needing to remove it again, simply because I need to put the axle. So you need to remove this, you need to remove that, then you need to remove those bolts over here for the actual shock. And from the top, you'll have two bolts over here for the actual shock, and you'll have those two bolts for the upper control arm. So if you go over here, there you go. Upper control arm, 2 bolts, shock, 2 bolts, and from over here, this is basically how it looks. Let me remove this wheel and start working on it. Once you remove them, this is where you need to pay attention. This bracket, already provided with the shocks, you need to install it. You need to loosen this fork. So this is it. This is how you loosen the fork, so the fork can get out of the actual shock. Then you put this one instead, and see, it's still loose. Still loose. I haven't tightened it because I'm still not 100% sure about the height. But yeah, that's it. So let's remove the stuff over there. Chances are I'm gonna also remove the tie rod over there, because A, I need to replace the boot, and B, chances are it's already damaged anyways. So let's go with that. And the second one is also done. Brilliant, beautiful. What's next? Well, we're still waiting for the tie rods. Once they got them, we'll be able to install them. But I'm not in a rush for that, because once we install those, we need to loosen up all the bolts and all the ball joints and everything. So let's just leave it as is for now. If you like what you see, stick around until next episode. Till then, you take care of yourself.